We were talking a little bit earlier on, Rosie, about your damehood and how you don't like using the name Dame. Why is that?
I find it's a barrier between me and my friends and people I meet.
Because you see yourself as Rosie Horton.
Yeah, I haven't changed.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the key thing about me, I hate talking about myself.
You'd rather do than talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about the moment you decided you wanted to support Starship.
I got a phone call from John Newman, who was the chief executive of Starship, and I was really busy at the time with other charity work, and so I agreed to go up and visit him at Starship. Yeah.
And you were thinking to yourself, I've got so much work on, I don't know whether I can do it.
Yeah, and I sat down on the seat beside a woman who was very upset, and so I asked her why she was so upset. Did she have a child in Starship? And she said yes, and told me how she'd come up from Invercargill by bus to Starship with a dying child on her lap. I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
And so I thought, right, we'll do it. I meant that every friend I had was going to be involved in it. Well, I thought about it carefully and ruthlessly raided every committee I was on and gave women the option, would they join us in helping children? Not a single person said no.
What was it about Friends of Starship that made it special?
Every woman was devoted for a child to have a better life.
Who were your most important supporters when you started out?
Oh, Ralph Norris, undoubtedly, and Bob Harvey, who was the person who named the hospital and was intricately involved with John Newman.
So what was care like for sick children at the time you started your Friends of Starship?
Well, we were horrified and disgusted that children had to go overseas for simple cancer treatments, and some as far as Europe. So it made it a no-brainer. We just had to do it.
So what were some of the fundraising projects?
The portable X-ray machines so the children could be X-rayed in their beds, and paediatric beds. You wouldn't think such a simple thing. There were no children's thermometers, so they had to use adult thermometers for babies. They had nothing. Nothing. Everything was adult.
Your first fundraising event was the TV3 Telethon back in 1993. How did that go?
They contacted me and said, would we consider doing one? And the committee said yes. And we were totally and utterly out of our depth at every turn. But we managed to get a basic amount of money that we could start and be a worthwhile charity. And TV3 were fantastic.
What about support from business and other communities?
They were dumbfounded that we brazenly went in, and instead of them interviewing us, we interviewed them, and their secretaries would be told, for God's sake, if the Horton woman turns up, I'm not available. So I'd just wait conveniently by the Auckland Club as they walked in and said, would you mind if I rang and made an appointment to come and see me? My husband got a lot of complaints about his predatory wife and could they keep her away from the club. I think the reason I've been successful was living with Michael. I don't think it was me.
What would you like to say to Friends of Starship alumni members?
Well, from the bottom of my heartfelt thanks for everything you did, because it would never have happened without you.